first slip replaced after that one went through off the edge. He was taken out of the first slip, put at mid wicket. He's gone back in now. So Himanshu on strike. He already struck one boundary over mid wicket, 17 without loss. We're in the second over. Advancing down the track off the outer face of the bat. It goes over the man at cover point and into the boundary for 4. It's his second boundary, Himanshu. 21 without loss. We're in the second over. Mihang already had an outside edge that went for 4. They decided to take the third man out. There's a deep mid wicket and a long on. Meanwhile, Hardik Patel at the opposite end, whenever he gets on strike, looks to rotate the strike and hand it back to Himanshu. Saga opening the bowling from the far end. Conceded 10 runs. Started off with a couple wides. In the air. Mid-off running back. And stops it. Could have come for 2, and he did a lot of this in that first game, that first clash on day 1 against Ultra PTB Metroplex. Got to 94 in that game. 23 without loss after 2 overs. Himanshu 19 with 3 fours. Hardik on 2 off of 2 deliveries. We'll run through the lineups again for the 2 teams. PTB Metroplex winning the toss and opting to bat first. Hardik Patel took first strike. Himanshu opened with him. Tani Patel scheduled to come in at 1 down. And then Sri Himant Kumar has been in good form. And the leg spinner Rikish. Then Harsh and Harsh Navarsari. Saga continues on here. Hardik Patel, Jignesh, Vinay and Summit the fast bowler. Tall lanky fast bowler for PTB Metroplex. And Ultra, Neville Patel, the century maker yesterday, 130 he made. Mittil, Rajan, Ravi Desai, Mihang Dapan. Hit in the air, the man at mid-off is only backpedaling. It goes into the boundary. That will be 4 runs. This time Hardik gets going. Pitched up from Saga. Lifting it over mid-off. Thought he was in with a chance for a second JP. But that was not happening. Goes into the boundary for 4. Wicketkeeper Neville. Not amused. The end of the Saga over, is it? No, in fact. We're going to ball just gone beyond the fence. Gives us the opportunity to complete the lineups for the teams. So Neville Mitt, Rajan, Ravi Desai the captain, Mihang the opening bowler, Dapan, Saga in his second over now, and Kishan, fast bowler as well, the tall fast bowler. Hardik, Fennel and Ravi make up the lineup for Ultra. So Ultra in yesterday's game, yesterday's quarter final, posted 277 all out on the final delivery of the 20th over against Atlanta Paramaveers. 166. They dismissed them in 16.1 overs. And Neville, the wicket-keeper here in today's game, opened the batting yesterday, made 130 off of 47 deliveries with a strike rate of 276. That number just 1 short of the total actually. That Ultra posted 11 sixes and 12 fours. An incredible ball striking in that game. RJ Patel opened the batting with him. He went for 17. They lost the first wicket with the score on 29 yesterday. And Neville was out in the 13th over, incredibly, with the score on 195. So he had an incredible partnership with Mid Patel. Mid Patel himself went on to make 41 off of 25 deliveries with 2 fours and 2 sixes. With the fall of that third wicket, Rajan came out to bat. He made 46, 4 sixes and 5 fours. So it was a run fest yesterday in that quarter final, 277. And despite all the runs, there was a 4-wicket haul for Anand Dallas. 4 for 43 he had with 10 dot deliveries as well. So he was the pick of the bowlers. And Atlanta Paramaviers, they replied 166. Top scorer Ritish Patel made 37 in that total of 161. So we're ready to come back live here. So we've retrieved the ball. Saga is the bowler. They're going to come through for the single here. And they're going to get an over through as well. So deciding late to come for the single. Ball came off the thigh pad. And Himanshu called through Hardik for the single. Off the pad. The wicketkeeper thought twice about a powerful throw. He still threw it nonetheless. Saga couldn't hold it. And they get an extra run. Hardik on strike. Half shout. Umpire Majib not moved. And 2 balls left in this Saga over. .29 runs on the board. Hardik, who already has a boundary in the over, on strike, gets another single. 3 overs gone, 30 without loss. Himanshu on 19 off of 10 balls with 3 fours. No ball called from the square leg umpire. I'm just looking. It's going to be a free hit. No ball called by the umpire and 1 fielder too many outside the ring. There was a deep mid wicket, long off, long on. So the deep mid wicket has come into the circle now. Immediate call from the square leg for the no ball. And Ravi, the captain, Desai, is in conversation with Saga. And that went unnoticed. The wicketkeeper Neville didn't pick it up either. There's going to be a free hit here. Long off and long on in, please. And he hits it in the area of mid-wicket. And long on is going to come around. Didn't get all of it. Himanshu. And they're going to get 2 off the free hit. In the air. That will complete the over. So after that free hit, 33 without loss. So we get an opportunity to look at the fixtures here. Boston A against Rising Stars A on ground 4 in that semi-final. And Canada 11 on ground 3 against Rising Stars B in that loser semi-final. This game, PTB Metroplex against Ultra. Mihang has the ball. the start of the fourth over. It's in the air, the man at, oh, he misses the catch. Puts it down at mid-off. And they get 2. JP, the man, putting that catch down in the air, straight to him. And hands up just about head height. .35 without loss. Mihang creating opportunities. And it's gone through the man at backward point. They get 1, they're going to come for 2. Misfield. You've seen the man at point on this ground. At times he has a clean pickup. But I suspect when we do see a misfield, it's because of that rough outfield. It's overcast conditions here on finals day. And lots of moisture in the air. Rain is forecasted. So we just keep an eye out. This one piercing the covers. Desai is giving chase. And they get 2. So they dropped the man out at deep mid wicket on a long on when Himanshu was on strike because of a 4 that he had hit off of Saga's over. So Mihang has pushed those 2 back. And Hardik goes after this one, plays and misses. He's just rehearsing the shot. He wanted to go over extra cover. Didn't make any contact. Lifted his head and just pulled away a fraction. 39 without loss. It was very interesting that even though Himanshu is not on strike here, Hardik is hitting the ball through the covers, and one catch went through the first slip that was removed. Who's there now? Just thought they might just bring the man up from mid-wicket and put the sweeper out. He's looking to go on the offside. It was a good ball here from Mihang. Dragged the length back, oohs and ahs out in the middle. Respecting the delivery is Hardik. Playing it down in front of him, rehearses the shot. It was another good delivery from Mihang, and no mid-wicket in place, and they get the single. 40 without loss at the end of the Mihang over. Still in the power play, remind you. If you look at the player stats, the leading run scorer, that 130 from Neville yesterday in that quarter final, pushes him past Mayank Patel. So Neville is on 235. And Mayank 169. Got 115 in the first game. Yep. And Kinal 159. Pranav not too far behind on 157 as well. Leading run scorer Sagar Patel from the Rising Stars. 11 wickets for him. And Atlanta Parmaveers Vishal Patel with 9 wickets. The man featuring in this game, Hardik Patel, the spinner, he has 8 wickets for Metroplex. And the ranking in the tournament, Neville leading on points, 440. He has Pranav not far behind on 415 points. And the other fixture, so he was going through the cards. Mayo Travelers against Waltham Tigers in the losers draw. That semi-final taking place on ground 4. It's going to be a bowling change here. out in the onside. That will go all the way for 6. That's a fantastic strike. It's on the pads and Haddock just whips it on the onside. He got all of that. It's disappeared over this ground into ground 2. It's made its way all the way to mid-wicket on ground 2. So 46 without loss. Darpan, the bowler, into the attack. His first delivery. We're still in the power play. So Haddock now wanted 20 over 14 deliveries. It's a good solid opening partnership here from PTB Metroplex. This one is short and he's pulling to mid-wicket. It's going to hold up in the outfield. And they come back for 2. Quickly onto the back foot there. Hoisting it over mid-wicket. So they've now dropped the mid-wicket back out. So long on and mid-wicket, the 2 fielders out in the deep. It's a good delivery here from Darpan. And a couple of times that type of delivery. It's the second time he's missed it. It's a good link on a 5th stump line. Not quite pitched up for the drive. He's just leaning backwards. He's trying to hit it over covers. He rehearses the shot. Good comeback delivery from Darpan. He wants a wicket though. Hits it in the air and again it goes over the head of mid-on. He's measuring the man out there. It's the second time he's hit a 4 down in that region. It's directly in line of the fielder. But he can't get anything onto it. So that boundary brings up the 50 as well for PTB Metroplex inside 5 overs. So they've brought the mid-wicket up now and they've dropped the man out at long off. Manipulating the field here is Haddock. And he tries to pull it to mid-wicket, gets a bottom edge. He'd be disappointed that he couldn't pull it through mid-wicket because they brought the man up. So all intentions was to go there and the ball wasn't quite there. It wasn't that short. It's a good length delivery, so it wasn't exactly in a position to be playing the pull shot. But he's trying to manipulate the field. And in the air, this time he gets it over cover. This is the shot he was looking to hit. It goes into the boundary now. This is the shot he was rehearsing to go over cover. So after a couple practices, he gets it absolutely perfect. 56 without loss after 5. Very expensive over from Darpan. 1 for 16. It started off with a 6 over the backward square. A towering 6. And it disappeared into ground 2. And then he hit 1 over mid-off for 4 and finished the over off with another boundary over cover. It's going to be a bowling change. Meehan is going to come out of the attack. He'd bowl his 2 overs for 19 runs. He was punished in his first over, was struck for 2 boundaries. 1 off the outside edge. And they removed the first slip. That went for 4. And then there was a drop catch in that over. Put down by JP at mid-off. So the captain comes into the attack, Ravi. Himanshu. He decides to turn the strike over. He's recognizing that Haddock is going quite well. 30 off of 19. So he just rotates the strikes, hands it back to him. New bowler, Ravi, into the attack. And he's lifting this down. The man is settling under it at JP has it and he does take the catch. Hit in the air, high up in the air, trying to go over mid-off again. He was able to do it from the far side. Not able to do it from this commentary end. The second time, and he's been out caught. So the first wicket falling with the score on 57. And Hardik has to go for 30. You have a look at it here. Pitched up on the off stump, lifting it high up in the air and settling under it. JP takes the catch. Nice high hands. And the reaction from him tells you that he was disappointed on the first occasion when he put the first one down. Recognizing the fact as well that it cost his team about 30 runs with that first drop catch. So Tani, the captain, is the new man out in the middle. Let's look at the leading run scorers in the tournament. The fixtures today as well. Adi just taking some drinks onto the field for the players with the fall of that wicket. As he exits our screen now. This is a big wicket as well if he manages to get this one, Ravi. Tail up, charges in. Pleasantly played through the covers. Tani to get off the mark. I like the look of this batsman. .57 for 1. Himanshu's going to settle now. He lost his opening partner. He's cutting. Good stop there at point. It's been a tough position to field. Not always getting an even bounce there. And did quite well to knock that one down. Putting his body on the line. So Hardik 30 came off of 20 balls, 1 6 and 3 4s. And this one is hammered past the man at point. This will race into the boundary. This is a quality batsman here. Tani. Pleasing to the eyes to watch. It's not all that short. And he's smacking it away on the up. Given width outside the off stump from Ravi. Ravi Desai picking up the wicket. And they still can't stop the flow of runs. The current run rate stands at 10.8. 63 for 1. There's a final delivery to come in the power play now. Tani doesn't need any power play to strike boundaries. Can't get it past. Dragging the length back this time, Tani. They finish the over off. A successful over in terms of wickets. Gets the wicket of Hardik Patel for 30. One boundary. Conceded 7 runs in that first over. Taking over from Mihang. His first over cost 12 runs, Mihang. And 7 in his second over. Couldn't get a wicket. Not for want of trying. He had a catch put down off of his bowling at mid-off. Hardik was trying to go over mid-off and couldn't. But the catch was put down. And he hit 2 boundaries like that from the other end. Straight at the man, but it was over his head. On this occasion, trying to lift it over from the opposite end at the commentary end and put it a high skyer in the hands of Dapan at mid-off. Himanshu on the other side of the coin, he's on 23 not out. 3 boundaries off of 14 deliveries. So another bowling change here. The power play completed. Fanil Patel. Haven't had the opportunity to look at him so far in the tournament. He's on ground 1 now. Gets a game for Ultra. He didn't play in that first game on this ground on day 1. We're set to go. Power play done and dusted. Backward square, deep mid wicket, long off, long on. And starts with a wide. Umpire Majib. And one man sweeping on the offside at cover. Man shown strike. Did have an injury to his index finger. It's an opportunity at first slip and a catch that went straight to him. But it was with pace. A right index finger. It's still swollen. Tugging it out to mid-wicket. Just 2 wickets in the tournament for Fennell so far. Does have an economy rate of 10.65. $65 for 1. Make that 66 for 1 now. Tani moves on to 6. Himanshu eyeing up that leg side. It's a backward square, deep square leg, and deep mid wicket and a long on. And he decides the ball outside the off stump. He decides to go over cover, and he penetrates the gap between long off and cover on the boundary. Leaning back, lifting it over the top. And 1 bounce for 4. We take the total on to 70 for 1. We're in the 7th over. A lot of cloud cover here today in Austin for finals day. Compared to yesterday, the first 2 days were very heated. Swept into the onside. Square leg is there on the boundary. Uses his boot. Can't get around. And it goes into the boundary for 4. Kishan running around on the boundary. Can't get it. And it disappears beyond the ropes. And it's a concern anytime the ball goes in that area, in the air. Because we have lost a couple balls in that area. 74 for 1. 1 delivery to come. Lifted down the ground from Tani. They go for 1. It's slowing up in the outfield, and they really should have been coming for 2. And the fielder, Ravi Desai, out there gives them the opportunity to come back for a second with a fumble coming around from long off. Lifted down the ground. Hardik, the bowler, a fumble there on the boundary. Hardik just looking back to see if they were going to come for the second. They ran the first one rather slowly, and I think Himanshu thought that he struck it well enough that he would have gone for 4, but we haven't seen too many deliveries hit straight back down the ground on the far side and go into the boundary. Long off and long on have been able to come around and cut it out. To the end of the Hardik over. 76 for 1. So Ultra 11 in their game against Atlantic Primavera is in the other quarter final. They bowled out Atlanta for 161. Neville made 130 in that game. And there were 2 wickets for Mitt, 2 for Saga, 2 for Darpan, and 2 for Hardik Patel. Ravi Desai opened the bowling with Mihang on that occasion. Clipped in the onside. There's another bowling change here. In fact, it's Ravi. He's removed his skins from his forearm. This one hit up in the air, shortish delivery, couldn't get all the way under it, hurried onto him as well. Trying to pull it, was just moving across him with the angle. There's no mid-wicket in sight. He's out on the boundary and a long on as well. So 4 on the onside, a ring of 3 on the boundary on the onside. And it's going past extra cover. This will race into the boundary. It's gone for 4. So off the bat of that man, Tani, quality player that he is. Bit of a break in play here. Batsman just somewhere doing some adjustments to his gear, Tani. All set to go. Tani works it into the onside. Score building nicely here for PTB Metroplex. Scored 270 for 6 against Atlanta Tigers in their quarterfinals. This one clipped in the air. It'll go into the boundary. Ravi continuing to leak some runs here. He got the wicket of Hardik. That's one he played away for 4. So the captain in a bit of a quandary. He's come on to replace Mihang after Mihang bowled his 2 overs. Turned into the onside. Himanshu. He's been a little bit sedate after the early flourish. He's on 40 off of 22. It's difficult to understand that with a man who's hit 6 fours. But he's quite content at times just to rotate the strike. Tani at 12 off of 7 balls is stroking it quite well also. So 81 for 1. Hardik to continue. And this is stroked in the air. The man out there at deep square leg cannot get around. It's over his head. Goes into the boundary for 6. He was going to his right slightly. I thought for a second that he was in business, but it's gone over his head. Into the boundary for 6. Tap on again. So 47 now for Himanshu. Eyeing up another 50 here. Tani on 12. Hands the strike back over. So Himanshu there was looking for come through for another run with the fumble from the bowler. But Tani just stops it with his bat and hands the ball back to the bowler. Down the ground, they're going to look for 2. Tani is off. And they're only going to get 1. But good to see the running there. A lot of intent, running the first one hard. Wanting to come back for a second. Tani also eyeing up the onside. Just a look over his left shoulder. He goes in that direction. It's up in the air. The man is out there. And he puts it down again. So he's dropped 2. Caught 1. And he'd be very disappointed. Kishan out there. Tani was eyeing up that area. Hit, swung around the corner. You perfectly set field. And it's gone to ground. Again he tries to repeat it. It's a Skyer. Mihang is there at. He's put it down at mid-wicket. Square leg rather. High up in the air, settled under it, and put it down. So Tani dropped twice now. He's down on his haunches, trying to reflect on the shot. Strings are on the field. Hardik also races on to have a word with the batsman. The umpire is waving his hand. What's going on? Majib is also questioning him. Why are you running on the field? You've put a jacket on, you're not in uniform. He's telling him, think about what you're doing. Choice words for the 2 batters out there. It's like, come on, you're hitting the ball in the air here. You put it on the ground, you're batting quite well. But that is, at times, what is going to happen when batsmen in that frame of mind looking to be aggressive. But he's reminding Himanshu Hardik that he's on 49. So tough words from the man in charge. Looks like it's going to be a bowling change. This is Darpan coming back into the attack. 99 for 1 after 9. So Hardik reminding them as well. It's 1 over to the drinks interval. You're on 49 with 99 for 1. There have been 3 drop catches in the inning so far. 1 step down the track. He's eagerly looking for a single to get to his 50. 49 off of 26 deliveries. 1 6 and 6 fours. Darpan. Pulled into the onside. The man is out there at deep mid-wicket. It's going to disappear over his head. That is going to be 50 well-played runs to Himanshu. His second 50. Pulled into the onside. All the way over mid-wicket. Exceptional innings. It will also bring up the 100 for PTB Metroplex. 105 for 1. Himanshu on 55 now. 2 sixes and 6 fours. What a way to bring up your half century. Striking at 196. They scored 270 yesterday, and that is looking as if they're going to go over 200 again today. He's backing away, trying to pierce the offside. Hundred runs on the board. They lost Haddock, the wicketkeeper, for 30 off of 20. Tani is on 14 off of 9. It's a bit of an adjustment to the field as well. They're putting a man from third man, bringing him around wider. Haven't seen a ball go down there yet. Dapan, this one is hit down the ground. It's coming toward us, and Ravi Desai intercepts it. Very athletic fielding from the captain, running around from long off, and one hand pick up and throw straight in line with the stumps. Well, look at this piece of fielding here. A pick up and a throw one-handed. Exceptional work from the captain. Didn't quite get all of it, Himanshu. Tani on strike. This is the guy I'd pay money to see. Whips it into the onside. Some work there for mid-wicket. And he sticks the boot out. He's not going to cut it off. And that money was well worth it. Have a look at that shot. Picking that one off the line of middle and off. Whipping it into the onside. Timed to perfection. That boundary brings the score up to 110 for 1. One ball left before the drinks break. How is he going to handle this one? Dapan surely wants a wicket before the break. In the air, chipped. Not quite in control. That'll bring the score to 1-1-1 for 1 after 10. Haddock the opener, 1 for 30 off of 20. Tani on 18 from 10, and Himanshu, the man of the moment, not out on 56 off of 30. And the bowlers just a 1 wicket for Ravi Desai in his first over to get that wicket of Haddock, who was trying again to go over mid-off and only could find the hands of Dapan. And it's been pretty tough going for the bowlers. For Ultra semi-final on LPCL Ground 1. We'll be right back after this drinks break. Back to live action here. We start off with a boundary just to kick start. The last 10 overs here, drop kicked over square leg for 4. 115 for 1. Tani continuing where he left off. Gonna get 1, gonna come for 2. New bowler Haddock comes into the attack after the drinks break. This one tugged into the onside. 2 fielders out there. Kishan does the fielding. Just a 1. $120 for 1. One step down the track. They're gonna get 1 here. Just a single. 121 for 1. Tani on to 28 now. 3 boundaries, striking at a rate of 200. Played expertly, piercing the gap here. This will go close to the boundary and into the boundary for 4. What a talent this young man is. Have a look at this shot here. Placed to perfection. Left foot out to the pitch of the ball. Eyes on the ball, head over the ball, hands through the line of the delivery and into the boundary for 4. That shot was almost Virat-like. Takes him on to 32. Virat has that whippy action when he hits that cover drive. So the end of the over from Haddock. $125 for 1 after 11. He's conceded 38 runs. Haddock. And a 6 and a 4 in that over. Mihang comes back into the attack. From the commentary end, he's coming on to try and take a wicket. So there's a ring on the offside. 2 fielders out at deep cover and long off. This is in the line of the off stump and gets an on the edge. Himanshu lost a bit of shape there with that shot. He's trying to get it understandably. He's trying to tug it into the onside in the direction of square leg. Inside edge. So the man is at deep square leg. There's a deep mid wicket and a long one. Just 3 on the onside. Hit in the air on the onside. It's not going to get to long on. Mit does the fielding. Hit in the air, chip down the ground. He's trying to work everything into the onside. Because of the fact that there are only 3 fielders. So they're confident, and Mihang is confident that he can keep that ball outside the off stump and deliver it at pace. Yeah, that's a good delivery there. Brimming with confidence despite the fact that he hasn't picked up a wicket, but he's got the outside edge on one occasion. And a chance put down off his bowling at mid-off. It's an excellent delivery to beat the man outside the off stump. And not just anybody, he's beaten Tani outside the off stump. Have a look at this delivery here. That's almost a perfect fifth stump delivery. Tries to repeat it, but it's too wide and spanked over cover for 4. Tani is efficiency personified. Have a look at this shot here. Pitched wide, left leg out to the ball, hands through the line, over cover, races across the outfield. Not a boundary to him. 130 the total now. Tani on to 36 in quick time off of just 15 deliveries. His strike rate is increasing exponentially. It's 213 now. Mihang trying to correct the line. It's a better line. Darpan does the fielding at long off. He certainly doesn't want to give Tani any more width, because with that width he can pierce the covers at will. Once a bowler tighter line, that fifth stump line, Himanshu on the other hand is trying to work it into the onside. He's trying to work everything into the onside. He goes straight down the ground in our direction. Darpan comes around and cuts it off. They're going to come for 2. That's good running. The throw is a bit wide, but good work to cut that one off. We are situated right behind that line, so we do appreciate both long off and long on. Cutting on anything that comes in our direction. End of the over. 131 for 1 after 12. .133 after 12, fall of 1 wicket. Tani on 37. Mit Patel is going to come into the attack for the first time. Mihang, his 3 overs, scores 27. Half shot. Struck outside the off stump there. Dravid decides making a field change. Well, a field adjustment. He's bringing the mid wicket a bit squarer, because he's pushed Kishan to long leg. Interesting field, because Tani has been whipping it in the direction of where mid wicket is now on the boundary, and when he's gone fine, he's trying to get it very fine off of the spinner to that long leg position. This Desai trying to be proactive. Flighted delivery, well bowled. Just a single. Pleasant conditions here in Austin today. A lot of cloud cover around making it very cool. Some of the clouds are darkish in color. It's a light gray, tending towards a dark gray in the distance. We hope the precipitation keeps away from the cricket, but we can enjoy the condition as well. Enjoying batting out there are these two. Himanshi down the track. Mid-wicket is coming into frame, but it's going to disappear over his head, and that's gone all the way for 6. Umpire Mujib is having a lot of work to do out there, indicating 6 and boundaries on offer. So it's been a while since Himanshu has gotten a boundary. Down the track, it's high up in the air. Opportunity. And it just lands. 2 fielders converging on it just beyond the 30-yard circle, long off and extra cover. Trying to come in to take the catch. But Himanshi is looking to explode here now. Meanwhile, Tane is just stroking the ball to all parts of the ground. Flighted delivery in the air, it's a full toss. Mid-wicket comes around and it's just over his head. It goes all the way for another 6 in the over. It's a bad delivery, it's a full toss. And Tane will not need a second invitation. And if I were the drivers of those 2 cars there, I'd be wanting to move my car. It's certainly in the hitting zone. 147 for 1. Drinks are on the field. And with that 6, Tane moves on to 44. Himanshu is on 67. .147 for 1. So Drinks are just exiting the field now. The umpire is having a word with Himanshu, and it's a discussion about where did you buy that bat. He's looking at the toe of the bat. So 2 overs to Saga, 3 overs to Mihang, 2 to Dapan. Ravi Desai has 2 left. Hardik has 1. Mitt has just bowled a 1 over and he's gone for 14. 13 overs gone. Projected score 226 with a run rate of 11.3. And I think Tane and Himanshu might have a bigger total in mind. Looks like Kishan is going to come into the attack, the left arm spinner. Just waiting for the umpire to get to his mark from off the field. The batting to come Rinkesh, and I think Sri Hemant Kumar is going to come in ahead of him. And Sri is certainly capable of stroking the ball to the boundary as well. Ready to go. Left-handed. Bowler. Deep cover is in place. It's more of a deep extra cover. Just to the left of the extra cover that is in the ring. So He's just a little bit squarer, that deep extra cover, because we've seen from all through all of the games on this type of a surface here, the ball hurrying onto the bat, so the ball really doesn't go square of the wicket, it goes more in front. And this one is played out in front of the stumps, and Darpan does the fielding. 1 run to the total. Tane goes up to 45. Himanshu on 86. This is a wide, very close to the waist height as well. How high was this one? It's pretty high. Fortunate not to be called a no ball for height. This one pitched up. Long off comes in. Darpan is going to take the catch. And the wicket of Himanshu is going to have to go. Hit in the air. Trying to go over long off, and a good catch being taken out there in the deep. And Himanshu's gone for a well played 88. The wicket falls and drinks around the field. We take a short break. Welcome back. The fall of that Himanshu wicket gone for 68. Please on the way here. The new man, as predicted, Sri Hemant Kumar. Tane is on 45. So a good catch by Darpan at long off. 68 off of 39 deliveries. 3 sixes and 6 fours. Himanshu continues with his good scoring, good form in the tournament. This one full and in the air, hit out towards Kishan out there at deep cover. Full delivery. .50 coming up with 150 coming up with that shot. 150, 2 wickets down. Opportunity there at the non-striker's end. Taking off for the single and sent back. Feel a good stop there. And working in tandem there to pick up and throw at the non-striker's end. He had Tani struggling to get back. That'll bring the over to an end. So Saga has now completed 3 overs, 1 for 24. He has. So just 1 over left for Saga. Tani's on 46. Surely would not have wanted to be run out. On 46 at the non-striker's end. Starting the 15th over. This one hoisted into the air. This one is going to go in the boundary. Beats the man out there at deep square leg. Into the boundary for 4. Whipped away on the onside. And with that boundary, he moves on to 50. 50 of 25 deliveries. And 2 6s and 6 4s in this knock from Tani. Goes in the air again. Mid-wicket is coming in and it lands just in front of him, and he does quite well to knock that one down. That additional spin when it lands. Down in the air, landing just in front of him, and you're going to have to pay attention to that ball. Some backspin on it. It's a good delivery. Trying to lift it over the infield. Single from Sri. Mid continuing on in his second over. Went for 14 in his first over. And this one is again hoisted in the air. And mid-wicket is just going to watch it go over his head. Just dealing in boundaries now. He's crossed his 50. That'll be his third 6. Stepped across outside his off stump. That's just a fantastic shot. The bowler mid-changed his line and he stepped across to compensate and smacked it all the way for 6. Back to live action here. 164 for 2. This one is cut past point by 6. The gap. Ravi Desai giving chase. He's going to give up the chase as that one races into the boundary. 4 more runs to the informed Tani. Get an extra bounce on that, and he was on top of the bounce, and it raced away for 4. So 172 for 2. $15 overs gone. Ravi Desai is going to come back into the attack. Tani's on 61. 3 sixes and 7 fours. So he's got 177 runs so far in the tournament. Has 250, so this one adding to that. Had a high score of 70 as well. It's on 61 now. Ravi's first 2 overs cost 19 runs. Picked up the wicket of Hardik in his first over. Hardik went for 30. He's bowling a nice line here outside the off stump. Sri can't get any bat onto it just yet. Chipping down the wicket. Working it in the outside. They go for 1. They're going to get 2. They're looking for 2. They're going to come hard. And a good strong throw. And Neville did quite well behind the stumps. Collect. It's the first time Ravi has gone onto the pads with the advancing batsman down the track. This is the occasion that he should have pushed it wide outside the off stump with the batsman advancing. There's that strong throw. Back to live action here. This is it high up in the air. Long off and long on are coming in. And Darpan is getting... Oh, he got there and he put it down. That's an amazing effort there to actually get there. The catch is spilled. But he did quite well. It was a high sky. Charged in from long on. Got 2 hands to it and couldn't hold on. It's the second catch he's put down. But I'll give him credit for this one. Difficult catch to take at full throttle. So the long off has come pretty straight. Hardik at long off. Ravi's bowling more wicket to wicket now. Drags the length back. Darpan is in action again, but it lands in front of him. Then they're going to look for 2. And that's a weak throw. And this is excellent running between the pair here of Sri and Tani. Pushing for 2 every time on the onside because the fielders are all the way out on the boundary. So Sri goes on to 7 and Tani on to 63. On the body line again, he tugs it around the corner. And again they go for 1. And they're going to come for 2. Sri is charging down. They get there. Another 2 to the total. Excellent running between the pair. End of the Desai over. 7 runs conceded in that over. 3 twos. And a single. 175 for 2 after 16. So PTB Metroplex in a strong position here to get over 200 runs. Still batting to come. Rinkesh, Harsh, Navsari. Then we into the all-rounders. Hardik, Jignesh, Vinay and Sumit. And I suspect Jignesh might be the one to come in next with his ball striking ability. Ultra 11 in the meantime have some work to do on the back end of this innings. And certainly with Neville in the lineup for Ultra, PTB Metroplex want to get well over 200 runs. 4 overs left. 10 runs on over would get them to 215, but they're currently going at 10.9, so they want to get definitely over 215 runs. They get 1 or 2 big overs. You're not missing any live action. The batsman Sri is being attended to with his helmet. He's calling for a change of helmet. So we'll have a short break here and be right back when play resumes. All set to resume now. All is sorted with the helmet of Sri. Changes his helmet. This one hit into the onside. We go for 1. And it's not going to get 2 on this occasion. They've been really pressing anytime the ball is hit into the outfield. And that's the difference when you want to score over 200 runs and in excess of that. You want to ensure that you run the ones hard, that you can't come back for the second. And if you double those singles, get an additional 20 runs or so. And 76 for 2. Steps across, paddles it around the corner, and he'll get 4. No one there at fine leg. And for the first time, stepping across outside the off stump. 180 for 2. So not for the first time, Tani just manipulating the field, manipulating the bowler's line. He did it off the spinner, stepped all the way across outside the off stump and smacked it over mid-wicket for 6, this time off of the medium pacer. Mihang coming on, changing ends. He's conceded 30 runs now with that boundary. Tugged into the onside. And they're going to look for 2 as you would expect. And they're going to get it as well. Excellent running between the pair of Sri and Tanai. The fielder doesn't do too badly either. He's coming all the way off the boundary. There's a lot of acreage out there to cover. A lot of acreage out here in Austin. So Neville will be thinking about his innings to come. The wicketkeeper lifted over cover. Long off has some work to do. They're going to get another 2 here. And this type of running may not have been possible yesterday, as well on the first day, second day with immense heat out there. We saw a couple of batsmen trying to run some 2s and even some 3s. And on one occasion, the Rising Stars, the batsman out there, ran a 3 Then ran another 3, and then we had about a 10 minutes drink break after that. It was that hot. Mihang lifting it over the infield. The man is out there. Keyshawn is out there doing duties, shifting across to the other side of the field. Just one run on this occasion. Tani. Shree's on 6. Tani 74 rather. Oh, it's a good delivery from Mihang. We've seen him produce a couple good deliveries. Got the opportunity to take a catch, to get a wicket. Was put down by Dapan at mid-off. Cool breeze comes across the ground, and an entourage enters the field from under the tents for both teams. Man runs on, Rinkish runs on with the pads on. The water is going to be carried all the way across to the other side of the ground. The batsmen are going to have a drink. The captain, Ravi Desai, have a drink. More drinks are coming onto the field. A pair of gloves as well. Adi has 3 bottles of water in his hand. He's going to walk all the way across to the man holding the ball by the umpire. And I think this will be an unofficial drinks break. 185 for 2. 17 overs gone. We'll take a break. Ready to continue here. Saga has the ball in his hand, changing ends. The left hand medium pacer. He's going to be bowling to Tani on 74. The total 185 for 2. Shree on 6. Saga is going to finish off his 4 overs here. 1 for 24 he has. 3 overs to go, and it's game on. Lifting it down. Ravi Desai is there long on, and he's slowly off at first to go after it. He wanted to judge the bounce well, and then realized the batsmen are going to come for 2. So he hurried in, charged in, and couldn't pick it up cleanly. 76 to Tani. Shree is coming down to have a word with him. He's going to tell him, if we're going to keep running these 2s, some of them I have to be off of my bat. Is on 6. 76 to Tani. Striking at over 220 currently. 8 4s and 3 6s. 187 for 2. Just 3 on the onside. Goes over cover. Just barely. Mihang outstretched hand couldn't take the catch. That one would have required a diving effort. They do get 2, however. Just beyond him. Couldn't pull out the dive. 189 for 2. Another 2 to Tani. Goes on to 78. This is an incredible fitness level from the pair out there in the middle. Oh, he's trying to paddle it around the corner. Luckily gets the toe edge of the bat. And he exposed all of the stumps on that occasion. Luckily he got some bat onto that, because had he missed that, that might have been going into the stump. So the man, he's changed his gloves. Shree, yellow gloves on. This one whipped into the... It's gone for 4. Wide outside the off stump. Sri gets a boundary. Hit out through the covers. No one on that position. $194 for 2. Shri's on to 10. Tani is on 79. And Shri has the strike. Saga with the ball, making an adjustment to the field. He's going to move out the cover point, put him in covers, and they're going to shift the man, Mihang, from cover a bit to his left. Trying to complete the over without another boundary. Lifted in the air, into the gap. It's going to land inside the boundary rope. And they're going to come back for 2 runs. And it's all happening out there in the middle. Played out into the offside. Throw comes in. It goes past the wicket keeper and they get an additional run. And then they get 4. Shri grounding at the non-strikers, then comes back for 4. So not sure that shot deserved 4. This one off the outside edge and put down. Couldn't grab it on the second attempt either. In the air, got 2 hands to it. Man at point. It's been a tricky position to field, but that one you think should have been taken. And the over comes to an end. Down on his haunches now is Shri. He's on to 15, 79 for Tani. And the end of 4 overs from Saga, 1 for 38. So Mihang has bowled out. Saga has bowled out. So 2 overs to come. The bowling options are Dapan, Ravi Desai as well. It's going to be Dapan to bowl out. He's going to bowl a 19th over. None for 28 he has in his 2 overs. Two overs to go. 199 for 2. So they're going to get to 200. Up to 11.1 runs on over now. The projected total 222 of 20. We are 199 for 2 off of 18. Dapan is set. There's a 3rd man in place. The captain is at point. And this is lifted down the ground. We haven't seen too many of these go to the boundary. This one won't get there either, but they are going to get another 2. So Shri is really getting going now. He was gifted a 4. There's the throw coming in and he scampering back for 2. Excellent running between these pairs of batters. And I suspect as well with the wind direction is why a lot of those shots haven't gone all the way closer to the boundary. And this is skewed out to cover. Work in the deep. Gonna get another 2 here. Kishan does the fielding. 2 runs to the total. The 200 comes up. 201 for 2. 203 in fact for 2. The 100 came up with that shot. The 200 came up with that shot down the ground. Incredible fitness level shown from this pair out in the middle. I'll give you the partnership stats in a second. And again, and they're gonna walk. Shri is gonna walk the single. Tani, however, professional as ever, runs the run. So 204 for 2. Chip down the ground. Scampering for one is Tani. Shri is a bit slower to respond. He's going to come for two nonetheless. It's a good throw. And enough time to get two. Yeah, Shri is just signaling for some drinks and I don't blame him. It's been exceptional running from the pair out in the middle. So there was 57 runs put on for the first partnership. Haddock lost his wicket. This one clipped in the air and man settling under it. He's coming forward, which means it's going to fall inside. And fall it did. It fell onto the ground. And Darpan would be annoyed. Another catch goes to ground. It was hitting the air. He stepped across again outside the off-stump, Tani. And hit out to the man at mid-wicket. And put down. Two more to the total. 207 for two. It's a slower ball. It's a man at mid-wicket and they're going to run and Shri is going to be run out. Slower ball. Chip to mid-wicket. They took off for the run. And the stumps broken at the non-striker's end. So the third wicket falls. Shri is the man that has to go. He gave up on it actually because he wasn't going to get there. He must be exhausted with the amount of twos that they've run. And he's gone for 20. 2 fours he hit off of 16 balls. So Ultra 11 have picked up a wicket via the run-out route. The score on the score 207, and that's the completion of the 19th over. That partnership was 57 between Shri and Tani. He got 20 of them. The first opening partnership, 57 runs in 5.2 overs, and then just 7 runs short of 100 partnership between Tani and Himanshu. When Himanshu was gone, he made 68 off of 39 deliveries. So all 3 top order batsmen have been striking over 150. Hardik at 150, Himanshu with a strike rate of 174, and Tane, he's not out on 82 with a strike rate of 210. Shri's strike rate was just 117, and I say just 117 to put in perspective the ball striking of the top 3 batsmen. So the new batsman out in the middle, Harsh Navsari and Ravi Desai, is going to bowl that final over as anticipated. 82 to Tani. This one hit down to Hardik at long off. And you want to walk on for 2, and Tane was coming back for 2. And Harsh wasn't even thinking about 2. But there was 2-1. He'd have to recognize what was taking place between Shri and Tani when they were running out in the middle. Ravi, back of the arm, slower ball. Hardik is going to do the fielding again. Are they going to look for 2? No, Tani decides against it. And I think as well that Navsari wanted to give the strike to Tani. This one pulled into the onside. Man out at mid-wicket. He gets 1. And Tane is running off the field. And he's going to retire. Exiting the field. Exiting the field, Tani. And he's going to retire out on 83. An excellent knock from him. 3 6s and 8 4s. Just complete exhaustion perhaps. And a standing ovation from his teammates in the 10th area. Retired himself out on 83. New batsman out in the middle. 211 for 3. Tugged into the onside. They're going to get 1. Might be bat onto pad. They're going to come for 2. They're going to look for a 3rd, and they might just come for 4, you know. No, they're not. Navsari was keen. They ran all 3 hard. So excellent running we're seeing in this innings from all the batters involved. This one pulled into the onside. Man is out there, 1 bounce. Ravi, this coming in, this one chipped down to Haddock at long off. They go for 1. They're going to come for 2 surely. There is a misfield. And they are going to get the 2nd run. And that will complete the innings. Camaraderie out there in the middle. There's that misfield. They come through for another run. So 216. Just confirm the final score. The scorecard updates. 216 for 4 after 20. Hardik Patel at the top of the innings went for 30. Himanshu 68. Tane 83 retired out. And Sri Imant Kumar 20 off of 17. Harshnav Sari for 4. Jignesh was the man coming out. Not out on 1. 10 extras in the innings. 216 is the total. A wicket apiece to Saga and Ravi Desai. And 1 run out in the innings and 1 retired out in that score. Ultra 11 going to require 217 for victory in the semi-final. LPS cricket here in Austin, Texas. We'll be right back to see the run chase. It's cloudy. There's some rain around. So hopefully we can get the game on the way and continue without interruption. And we'll take a short break. Be right back with the action. Welcome back here in the semi-final on LPCL ground number 1. It is PTB Metroplex against Ultra. Tani, the captain, has the ball in hand from round the wicket, and we're set to go. And it's gone. First delivery from Tani, and it has disappeared over mid-wicket all the way for 6. Ultra 11 trying to chase down this total of 217 for 4 set by PTB Metroplex. And they're off to a good start. Runs already on the board off of the first delivery. Tani, the captain, he retired out on 83 and decided that he's going to pick up the bowling. Open the bowling from this commentary end. 2 batters out in the middle for Ultra. RJ Patel and of course Neville, as you would expect, century maker in the quarterfinals, propelled his team into this final, into the semi-final. Ultra scored 277 against Atlanta Paramaviers in that victory. Tani's second delivery. Push past, a good bit of fielding there from Shri at mid-off. Gets the throw in. So 7 runs on the board already. Let you know as well, it's very dark, it's very overcast. A lot of dark clouds around. All games are currently being played, semi-final rounds. And just a little bit of sprinkle as well from the heavens. Tani, 83 not out, has the new ball. Looking for some divine intervention. He's calling in the deep mid-wicket. Pushing the short third man back onto the boundary. Those are the 2 fielders out in the deep. Defended. Umpires out there for a game, remind you. Umpire Subash is the presiding umpire for the end that Tani is bowling from, and umpire Majib is operating from the far end. Slapped away, over point. It'll go a couple bounces into the boundary. That's run away for 4. This is shaping up to be a very exciting encounter. 217 for 4. PTB Metroplex. They won the toss and decided to bat. And they will be quite aware of the capabilities of Ultra, having scored 277, the most runs in the tournament in a game. They weren't too far behind in the quarterfinals. PTB Metroplex scored 270 as well. So this is going to be a very interesting last innings. This one chipped. Shri to his left, can't cut it off. Is he going to hold it back in? Excellent work. He gets a fingertip onto it. And Janesh does the cleaning up. It's shaping up to be an expensive first over here from Tani. So far, 13 runs on the board. First slip in place, signal wide by the umpire. Decided to come right arm over the wicket. He started around the wicket, over the wicket now. Appreciable swing on offer. And I think that's why he has the new ball as well. He has the ability to swing the ball, and it swung appreciably there. Just swung out to be wide. Again, it's going to be called wide again. He needs to start this on a middle and leg line with the amount of swing on offer. A lot of moisture in the air here, so you have to take that into account. And this white ball is just going to swing away. It's bowling a good pace as well tonight. hoping that these dark clouds, these rain clouds, blows away. We'll get a full 20 overs in this second innings. And this one is hit into the onside. That is going to go all the way for 6. It's into the wind, and it's a strong wind here. But that is magnificent ball striking. And it's a bit too short and enough time to pull it into the onside despite the ball swinging across. And the end of the first over, 14 runs on the board. And an excellent start here from Ultra. 11 chasing down this total, trying to chase down this total of 217 set by PTB Metroplex. So 15. Just wait for the score to update to give you the exact score after the first over. Might just be more than the 15 on the scorecard. Yeah, definitely 21 runs in that first over. The last ball Neville spanked away for 6. The 2 wides, a 4 and a 6 by RJ to start off. Submit. Here Kumar comes into the attack. RJ on 7, Neville on 12. Here Kumar comes in. Driving it. Gonna get a single. So that experimentation with Tani bowling that first over might just be the only over he bowls. He retired out on 83. And he couldn't quite catch his breath at the end of the innings. They ran a number of 2s. Opened the bowling. Saved the strength to open the bowling. Whatever else he had left in the tank. Was hit for 21. So the left-handed Neville comes on to strike. He's on 12. So lots of gesticulating going on out there to get the feel right. One slip in, please. And it's hit with the breeze, and that will sail over the boundary. It's gone over the fence as well. Our almighty 6 from Nevin. So after all the contemplating as to where to set the field, that one hit over the man at long on into the boundary for another 6. This man Neville, 130 he scored yesterday. And again he goes on the onside. And this was a towering strike again. Just about 15 yards over the boundary. There's some wind assisting that ball to travel. But I don't think he needs any assistance. Nevin. So 2 6s in the over. In that area between, well, it's long on and mid wicket. That is his strength. And here Kumar is going to have to think about this a bit. It's a slower ball and it's squirted out to the man. Looks like Tani out there, sweeping on the boundary. Outside the off stump and played away to cover. Tani does the fielding. .35 with without loss. We're in the second over. They scored 277 yesterday in their 20 overs to win their qualifier. RJ is back on strike now. Field change is over. Pulled into the onside, and they're going to get a single straight to the man at mid-wicket, Summit. A tall, lanky, fast bowler. Field again changes over. It's a 6-3 field. So every time a single is taken or 3 runs are taken, 3 fielders have to move across. Aborts the run and just slams the ball into the turf. Lots of thoughts running through his mind as he approaches the bowl to Neville. That is the kind of psychological pressure this man and his ball striking is doing to the PTB Metroplex bowlers. He said, "No, short." That's an excellent delivery. I didn't want to preempt it, but you certainly can't pitch it up. And if you can't pitch it up, there's only one other alternative, and it's signaled wide by umpire Subhash at square leg. We'll have a look at this here. I thought this was an excellent delivery. Umpire Subhash at square signaling it for height. And you know what? He might be right, you know. We can't quite tell from here, but at one point the ball was over the height of the helmet. So even he is not sure, the umpire. Janesh is having a conversation with his players and Rinkesh, and they're very annoyed out there. PTB Metroplex. The umpire has reversed the decision, so I'm not sure why they're still arguing. At times, you can't quite tell they're in agreement with one another. But if you turn the song by down, you can't quite tell if they're in disagreement or agreement. So they would have been happy with the decision from umpire Subhash. And it's the point at which the ball passes the batsman Neville. And I thought it was a good delivery. And eventually umpire Subhash agrees. So the end of the over, 36 without loss. And it's the tall, lanky Sumit to operate now from the commentary end, bowling to Ajay. Short of a leg, and he's quite impressive, this youngster. He bowls a very tight line consistently on that 5th stump line and gets a lot of bounce as well on this AstroTurf surface. So Ajay just looking around. He's going to have to look for runs square of the wicket, because I don't think Summit is going to pitch anything up in his half. The drive. Fielders out at 3rd man and deep mid wicket. Takes a step down. Gets it out the outer face of the bat. It's heading out to that man at 3rd man. They are going to get just a single. Good work out there by Haddock, fielding down at 3rd man on the boundary. Sumit is going to go round the wicket right arm to Neville. This is going to be interesting. Hang on to your hats, folks. Overcast conditions. The ball is moving around. And there's a lot of pace from this young man. Pace and bounce. And if I were Tani, I would just instruct him to, if you don't pitch it up into his half, he can't drive. If you want to drive, you can buy one of those Chevrolet SUVs. Drive around Austin in luxury. So the fielders in the deep. It's going to be deep mid-wicket and long on. Rinkesh is at a fly ship position. There's a short 3rd man and backward point. 3 fielders behind point. Here we go. Short. Hammered through the offside. This is going to run into the boundary for 4. You want to pitch it short of a length, but you cannot give him any room at all. Neville is just going to slap it away as he did there. Our Australian commentator Scully would say he slapped it away with an open face bat. 4 runs to the total. It's all action here in this semi-final. 217 runs to chase down the leading run scorer in the tournament, the man with the most points in the rankings. He's the pick of the players. Neville Patel is on 20. He's on 29. And again, and this time it's in the air, pulling it away behind square. And he didn't quite catch all of it, because had he caught all of it, that would have raced away. It raced away for 4. Had he got all of it, it might have gone all the way for 6. Have a look at the short delivery here. Pulled away on the onside. So he's not pitching up to counter Neville. He's just short of a length. Tanikaman has a word with the youngster. And it's a very difficult task here, bowling to Neville in this kind of form. But if you are going to dig it in short, you're going to have the man a deep backward square and not a long on. He has a deep mid wicket and a long on. He's pushed the man back out to deep cover. So it's a deep cover and a long on. So Neville, he pitches up and he hits it away to deep mid wicket. Pulled away into the onside to deep mid wicket. So I'm not quite sure what the captain is expecting Summit to bowl here. He's on 33, Neville off of 10. And RJ on 10. 4 balls going in the over. You're going to have to firstly bowl one side of the wicket and remove the scoring shot either on the offside or the offside. You can't defend both sides of the field. So if he's going to dig it in short and into the body, you're going to need a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket, not a long one. Here we go, Summit. Pulled into the onside, straight to mid wicket. He goes, Neville. The catch taken at mid wicket. Summit is thoroughly enjoying taking the wicket of Neville. Neville goes for 33. We do apologize to our viewers here. It's been a steady procession in front of our cameras. We couldn't quite get the catch. 49 for 1. The score. Ultra 11. Trying to chase down 217. Ravi Desai, the captain, is out in the middle. Neville Patel. Scored by Mihir Kumar for 37 off of 12 balls. 4 fours and 3 sixes. Striking at a 308 strike rate. Gets the big man, the youngster Sumit Patel. Is an exciting prospect to look at when he has the ball in his hand. He was hit for a couple boundaries but came back to get the wicket. RG is on strike and it's bowled him. He's bowled. The ball clips the top of middle stump. It was a full delivery. Clips the top of middle stump. Have a look at this delivery. He's aiming for a Yorker. He tries to play a dill scoop off a full toss. And have a look at the wicket keeper, Hardik Patel. He's providing his own commentary. 2 big wickets here. RJ goes after the fall of Neville. And Mir Kumar comes back to take the wicket of RJ. So 2 wickets down now. Consecutive wickets falling with the score on 49. repair work being done to the stumps. Starting to drizzle again here in Austin here at the venue. Umpire Majid and umpire Subash just doing some repair work to the stumps. That ball hit the top of middle stump. The fall of that RJ wicket. So Mihir Kumar gets a wicket. And a couple of good breakthroughs here, trying to defend this total. PTB Metroplex scoring 217, Ultra 11, 49 for 2. Wickets falling on consecutive deliveries. The end of the Sumit over and the start of the Mihir Kumar over. New batsman out there in the middle. Mid Patel, he's on strike. It's down the leg side. Good work there by Hardik, but they're going to come for a single. Ravi Desai was quick to call through for the single once it had gone down the leg side. It's a good stop by the wicketkeeper Hardik as well, because had that gone past him, could have raced away to the boundary. Have a look at Ravi there calling through for that single, and they get the run. So the wide and the run brings up the 50, 51 for 2. Trying to chase down 217. A keen semi-final contest taking place between these two teams, Ultra 11 and PTB Metroplex. Both teams scored over 250 runs yesterday. Ultra 277 and PTB Metroplex 270 in their victories in the quarterfinals. It's going to be another, it's going to be another wide delivery. Good take from the wicketkeeper. And in the first innings, the highlight apart from the boundaries was the running between the wickets from Tani and Shri in particular. And they got a number of twos as well to push this total over 200. So going to need more of that here. So good running from Ravi Desai. The call through for the run off the wide. So 2 runs to the total. Another wide then, 52 for 2. Mihir Kumar, it's a good delivery. A lot of movement, ball swinging around in the air out there. Ravi has to defend. Keen contest out in the middle. They're playing for all the marbles to get into the finals here on finals day. And this one slapped away. There is protection out there, and he does well, Harsh, out there on the boundary. Ball tossed to that man, Rinkish. He's going to play a key role with his leg spin later on. The man at short third man drops back. He's about 20 yards, just about 15-20 yards in from the boundary is. It's another good delivery here. He's picked up a wicket in the over. Couple wides, the ball is swinging around. He's getting to swing away from the left-hander. Dab dong, fielded at point. Good news, the dark clouds have abated somewhat, starting to clear up. Kumar driven, doesn't get a hold of it. A good end to the over. A couple wides in the over, but a key wicket as well, getting the opener out, RJ. He went for 10 off of 7 balls. 1-6 he struck. And Mid Kumara, good comeback over for him. 4 runs in the over, thanks to 3 wides. So Sumit is going to continue on here. His first over course 13 runs, but he got the big wicket of Neville Patel out for 37. Struck him for 2 4s on the onside, square leg and mid wicket. And the celebration after taking the wicket was fantastic from Sumit. Reminded me of a Dale Steyn or a Freddie Flintoff type celebration. Sumit starts. This one hit up in the air. Man chasing back. He's not going to get to it. Jinish chasing back at mid wicket. Tan is coming down to have a word. But he's talking to the man Harsh, who is out there at deep cover. So Tani goes all the way across from point to drop on the onside at deep mid wicket, and Hardik from third man comes up into the ring. Sumit to continue. Exceptional control, this young man with the ball, and good consistency as well from Sumit. For 2. It's going to be called a wide. Far too wide. And signaled wide. This one hit down the ground, it's in the air, and the catch taken. Another wicket falls. The third wicket goes down now. The captain Ravi Desai, he has to go, losing their way here. Ultra 11, 3 for 55. The fall of wickets, Hardik for 30, Himanshu for 68 in the first innings, and then Tani with 83, top scorer. And for Ultra, Neville got to 37, Ajay for 10, and now Ravi Desai gone, caught by Vinny at long on for 3. 56 for 3, losing their way here. Ultra 11 in the semi-final encounter. Summit gets another wicket. New batsman out in the middle. Darpon comes out to join Mitt. Both batsmen yet to score. Mitt yet to score. No run there. The dismissal of Ravi Desai, just skying up it in the air. See the long off running across, but it was the man at long on who took the catch. It's a peach of a delivery here. Excellent stuff here from Summit. Just goes over the stumps. Look at that delivery. Just beating him all ends up. Darpan does get some good bonks with his piece. .56 for 3. Here he goes again. Pitched up, driven down the ground. Mid off and mid on are in the circle. And good work to cut it out. Vinay, the man who took the catch to get rid of the captain Ravi Desai. End of the over. 57 for 3. After 5, so we're going to have one more over of power play. And Mihir Kumar has bowled 2-1 for 19. So we've seen so many captains just bring on a new bowler to bowl that final over of power play. And after about 30 seconds of the changeover, drinks are on the field. Adi and Ravi racing out to the middle to provide refreshments. It's not as hot as the other days. It's quite cool and pleasant. And all the fielders assemble at the non-strikers end, and we're going to have an unofficial drinks break. We'll be right back. Mihir Kumar is going to bowl a final over of power play off the inside edge. And they're going to come for 2. Hardik himself chases after it, the wicket keeper. 2 runs to the total. 59 for 3. Power play over. They want to go hard here despite losing the wicket. They want to maximize and take advantage. Sumit gets 2, gets off the mark. Darpan on 1. Some dark clouds across in the distance. I think it has blown over. Smash down the ground. It's just going to be a single. Now we saw Tani and Sri putting pressure on the fielders out in the deep, particularly when the ball goes to the long off and long on, because they know it's not going to go to the boundary. So they ran the first one hard. You're chasing a total of 217 and amble through for a single down the ground. Put pressure on the fielder. Let him fumble. It's a rough outfield. And give yourself the opportunity to look for the second. Full toss. He tries to tug it across the line. Can't get any contact onto it. I understand what he's trying to do. There are just 3 fielders on the onside and the mid wicket is in the ring. So he's trying to pull it away. We saw Tane stepping across outside the off stump to play that type of shot. Because Mid Kumar, despite bowling a full delivery and clipping the top of middle stump, predominantly he's been outside the off stump and even wide outside the off stump. And now he's wide down the leg side. 60 for 3. Final over of power play. Driven just in front of Rinkesh at extra cover. The ricochet, they're gonna what? This time they're gonna come for 2. This is good running. This is what you wanna see in a semi-final. Rushing and running for everything. Difficult chance there to Rinkesh at extra cover. Just landing in front of him. Driven on the up. Just in front of him. It's a good over here from Mihir Kumar. We've seen captains bring on bowlers to bowl the final over of power play, but Tane trusting Mihir Kumar to do the job. So far so good. 4 runs in the over. A wide. Final delivery to come. Chips it back to him. End of the over. That's a fantastic over to finish off the power play. Just 6 runs coming in that over. And one of it was a wide. One of it was, I don't want to say it's a misfield, but an opportunity for a catch. Then a ricochet. 63 for 3. Power play done and dusted. Chasing down 217 for victory. Ultra. They've been pegged back with the loss of the top order. RG for 10. The big gun, Neville, gone for 37. Caught at square leg off of the speedster, Sumit Patel. And then Ravi Desai, the captain, trying to go downtown. And just dropped out in the suburbs. Gone for 3. Mitchell not out on 2. Dapan on 4. 7 extras in this total, all of which were wides. Batting to come, Rajan, Mihang, Saga, Kishan, Hardik, Fenil and Ravi Patel. So the man Sumit is back into the attack. Two for 17 he has. The young man. Just wonder if he's going to bowl out here. He's trying to take more wickets. He's coming to the attack. Got hit for 3 fours and then picked up the wicket of Neville in his first over. His second over went for just 3 runs. Here he is now. Hit in the air, down the ground. 2 fielders coming in, and does he take the catch? I think he does, you know. He's claiming it. The umpire says he's out. A man is down on the field. Looks like Jinesh. There was a collision, and Jinesh just fell hard. Harsh took the catch, and Jinesh had a harsh fall. He's down on the ground. I hope he's okay. But the 4th wicket goes down. Perhaps just winded a bit, the big man. They're just stretching him out. Rinkish insisting that they give him some breathing room. Rajan in the meantime is the new batsman coming out onto the field. Seems to be okay. He's talking. His hands are moving around. There are all kind of conversations taking place over Jinesh, none of which I think concerns Jinesh, who's lying down on the ground. More fielders converge on him. The first aid kit is coming out. It's the defibrillator. And if anybody that needs a jump start is the Ultra 11, trying to chase down this total of 217. Loses their 4th wicket. It seems to be a bit serious now. It's a shoulder injury. And they are lifting him up by the shoulder. Is that the injured shoulder? Jinish, it is. We can't confirm now. Down on the ground. And Mayank, the medic. And the clouds are back. Some sprinkling of rain. 63 for 4. In the 7th over, we'll take a short break. Be right back. So Jinish has left the field. Sumit has the ball. We're going to continue on here now. Me. 63 for 4. Raj and the new man out there. Just faced the 1 delivery. Mitt on 2. Peach of a delivery there from this young speedster. Quite impressive. Couple of exceptional players in this PTB Metroplex team. But look at that Yorker. I did say he bowls consistently that 5th stump line, that 4th stump line as well, and he would have wished that it was the off stump line with that delivery. Hit down the ground in our direction. It's going to take some catching. Sri can't get it. It's gone over the boundary for 6. What a strike there. What a way to get off the mark. All the way down and have a good look. Just right on top of us there. That 6 hit down the ground to get off the mark. They need much more of this. So Sumit is 3 wickets. The rains are upon us. This one tugged into the onside. That one has gone for 6 as well. Pulled away on the onside. Over backward square for 6. It's exactly what the Ultra 11s need. So we're continuing on. It's a good delivery to come back. Rain is coming down heavier now. Going to continue on with play here. The drizzle is getting more intense. 2 sixes to finish off that over from Samit Patel. He's bowled 3 overs. Three for 29. Rajan is on 12 with 2 sixes and Mit Patel on 2. And the spinner is going to come into the attack now. Rinkesh. It gets a single. Hands the strike over to Rajan. Loud appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Pulled away into the onside. This will go for 4. We're in the 8th over. The rains are coming down. Continuing to play on. It's getting heavier and heavier. This one hit down the ground in the air by Rajan. It'll go all the way for 6. It's the first time we've seen one go all the way down for 6 in that direction on the far end of the ground. 86 for 4. Play continues here with the rains. Rinkesh to continue. Short. Heading down the leg side, says the umpire. Rajan on 22 as the over comes to an end. Mit on 3. 6 and a 4 in the over. 86 for 4. This one hit in the air. Long on is coming around. Harsh is under it and takes the catch. That's another big wicket. 5 down now. 86 runs on the board. This is the man who was hitting the 6s. And he's going to have to go now. And Rinkesh picks up a wicket in his first over off of his final delivery. So 1 for 11. Rajan goes for 22. 86 for 5. Celebrations there as well. You see all the players, Sumit, Hardik, Rinkesh celebrating the fall of that wicket. They know they've done enough damage here. They feel the sense that they are very close to a victory here. Cutting the big wickets. Saga, the new man, coming out to bat, the opening bowler. 86 for 5. So wicket stumbling here, 94 for 6 as the rain continues. Just have to make some adjustments here for the weather. The batsman out in the middle, Mihang and Mit Patel. Saga just went for one, caught by Harsh Dong at long on. Kish is back on. So the wickets falling. RJ for 10, Neville for 37, Ravi Desai for 3, Mit is not on 9, Dapan for 4, Rajan hit 3 sixes and a 4 in his 22. Caught by Harsh at long on, and then Harsh taking a second catch, getting the wicket of Saga for 1. Misfield. Backed up. Here's the misfield. Rinkish to continue. Cover comes into play as well. Gonna get 1 this time. 98 for 6. Googly deliveries back to back there, proving too difficult to handle. For Mihang. Gets him off the mark. Mit is on 12. Flighted delivery off the outside edge and spoons a catch out point, and Mid is gonna go. The 7th wicket goes down now with the score on 98. Losing all shape, trying to tug it into the onside. It's leg spin, so it's spinning across him, gets the leading edge, and the catch taken by Haddock at backward point. Another wicket falls, 99 for 7, and the writing on the wall here for Ultra 11. An emphatic win in their quarterfinals, getting to 277. So PTB Metroplex knew they had to score over 217 to put pressure on Ultra to see if they could repeat getting a total chasing on this occasion over 200, and it's proving to be very difficult. 99 runs on the board. 7 wickets down. Once the wicket of Neville fell, the leading run scorer in the tournament for 37. Rajan tried to add impetus at the back end of the innings. He hit 22 with 3 sixes and 1/4 of 10 deliveries. But when he was gone, seems as though the hope dissipated as well. Mihang on strike. New over to begin. Lifts it over cover. Work out in the deep. Gets a boot onto it. And they complete a second run. Hardik back into the attack. Turned into the onside. Just going to get a single. So Hardik Patel to Hardik Patel, and he gets a single. That'll bring up the 100. These 100 runs coming. The 11th over. The rains has stopped. End of the over. 11 overs gone. 104 for 7. He's bowled him. Another wicket falls. So 2 wickets in the over. Successful over for Rinkish. The rain's coming down even heavier now. 106 for 9. 12 overs. So Hardik was out bowled by Rinkish for 1. And now Ravi Patel is out bowled. First ball he's faced. So there's a wide that separated the two. So technically it's not a hat-trick delivery to come because there was a wide. But in terms of legitimate deliveries, it will be wickets falling to successive deliveries. Legitimate deliveries. That is the new man out to bat. The final wicket turned into the onside and no run. 106 for 9 at the end of a very successful over from Rinkish. Picked up 2 wickets. That of Hardik Patel for 1 and Ravi Patel without scoring. The rain's coming down even heavier now. Kishan Patel, the final batsman out there. Start of the new over from Hardik and work in the deep from Sri. 1 run to the total. Kishan comes on to strike now. Yet to get off the mark. Rinkish now has 4 for 18. Hardik 1 wicket to his credit. Pulled into the onside. Wet conditions there at square leg. And that one will travel close to the boundary. And the umpire is asking if it went for 4. No signal from the fielder Summit out there. So just 1 run. This one pushed into the offside. Can't get a run. This game almost done and dusted here. 107 for 9. PTB Metroplex. Moving to the finals. Weather permitting. Games continue to be played whilst the rain comes down. Sri is just asking Hardik to flight one up, just to tempt the batsman to go down the ground. There's the flighted delivery. It goes past the outside edge. He's trying to play a forward defensive to a loopy off spinner that beats the outside edge. End of the over from Hardik. So 1 for 20. He has. Ten extras in this total of 109. And the most expensive overs the inning was that 21 runs conceded by Tane off of the first over of the innings, opening the bowling after he scored 83 and retired hurt. Sumit Patel has 3, got the big wicket of Neville. Rinkesh has 4, he's back into the attack, looking to pick up a 5-wicket haul. This one chipped into the onside, and it's gone for 4. lifted over the infield, work in the deep to do, and out of his range, goes into the boundary for 113 for 9. And the ball, no doubt, will be very difficult to control, particularly from the leg spin of Rinkesh in the wet outfield. So rain continues to come down here in Austin. LPCL Ground 1 for this Lone Star Premiership Cricket League. Full toss. They don't go for the run. Sliding across the outfield is Hardik. Looking for a 5-wicket haul here. That's the googly. Has his 5 wickets, demolishing the stumps. That's the end of the innings. Victory to PTB Metroplex. That's the googly delivery. Trying to hit it for a 6. End of the innings. The players shaking hands. 113 for 9. The semi-final concludes by 105 runs. PTB Metroplex defeats Ultra 11 and bowling them out in 13.3 overs. And only Neville, the mainstay in this Ultra 11 lineup, he was gone for 37. The young speedster Sumit picked up his wicket after being struck for a couple boundaries and enjoyed taking that wicket as well. And Rajan just 22 off of 10, really the only batsman to impact the innings in this run chase. It's a 5-wicket haul for Rinkesh, 5 for 22, 3 wickets for 29 runs from Sumit Patel, and 1 wicket to Hardik Patel. The 1 over from the captain Tani at the top of the innings went for 21, and standout performances from Tani with the bat. 83 retired out on after 40, facing 40 deliveries, and 68 off of 39 from Himanshu Patel. So that's it here from semi-final number 1 on ground 1. Victory to PTB Metroplex. They move on into the final. We'll bring you that game as soon as the weather permits and as soon as the umpire deems it fit to start with this weather around, and we'll be back to bring you coverage.